I know people don't understand like what you really doing, bro. I know what you really doing. Like I get it.
Right.
And like they for some reason people just miss people like you, man. But you'd have kept, 10 years from now, you worth almost $1 billion and people won't even know.
I'll be worth $1 billion in August.
What we do is called Conversation with the CEO. We're at another edition of Conversation with the CEO. I love this show because obviously I'm not the smartest in the room and I never want to be. That's the reason why we do this particular show, because I'm trying to grow. I remember when I was in my 20s and I said when I get to be 30, I'd be a millionaire. Didn't happen, but that's okay. I found programs like this so that I could learn where I messed up so I can get better. And that's one of the reasons why we get people on the program, just like the guy we're talking to today. He's already been with us, but he hasn't told us one lie. Now, I'm going to say this for him because I'm excited. He said he was going to do it, and he did it. He said they were going to have a website up. That was done. He said he was going to take the red stop sign off of the OTC bulletin. It's no longer a red stop sign. It's as pink as it could be. Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of CANL Labs, Inc., Kelvin K. Mac McGowan, is back with us again. I'm so excited. But what's going on, brother?
I'm in the building. Thanks for having me.
Let me just tell you something. First of all, congratulations to being a CEO of a publicly traded company.
It's definitely
and being African American, being a black male, right?
Yes.
Giving us opportunities to see that we can do it too, right? Because sometimes when you don't see it,
you don't believe it.
You don't believe it. You're doing it, and you basically took a company that's been literally dormant for years.
Yeah.
And you basically took over that company, and looks like you're doing some big things. So I want you to talk to me about everything that you're doing, man.
Yeah, since the last time we spoke, we've entered into a partnership, actually ownership of a 45-acre dispensary farm.
A 45-acre dispensary? You own it?
45 acres.
My goodness, that's huge. That's huge. Talk to me about that. And how did that happen? How did it come to be?
Man, some other, partnerships. Partnerships are huge. One thing that the other coaches always mastered that we are starting to master now, that we all need each other. I have the public vehicle. Some other people may have the asset and may need the funding to go to the next level. So what we did was we partnered with another group who need the funding to go to the next level.
Gotcha. So you did.
And they're brothers.
What?
They're brothers. These are brothers.
Brothers? Don't you start. Look, you got everybody excited right now. Everybody's like, CANL Labs is getting ready to blow. CANL. I need to get in on it. But let's talk a little bit about you, because what I really want to do is I want someone to benefit from your knowledge, man. First of all, you're doing some stuff that a few people have done. So that's unique within itself. And I know you didn't get there without a lot of heartaches and pains. Maybe wanting to feel like giving up sometimes, at least that's what it feels like sometimes when I talk to a lot of CEOs. They always say, hey, it didn't just happen overnight. So I want you to talk to a person who like feels like, I'm supposed to be successful right now. I'm about to turn 31. I'm supposed to be successful and I'm not yet. What do you want to tell them?
First of all, success. If you talk to anybody who's successful, people on the outside looking in will tell you, oh, it happened overnight. Well, it's been the longest overnight of my life. It's no such thing as overnight. It's process to promise. I hear people saying, Well, if you don't make it by the time you're 21, you're not ready at 21. And if you think you're ready at 21, we can go back and look at all the tragedies of people that it happened for them too soon. You can go from hip hop to sports. They lost it all because they couldn't handle it. They weren't prepared. Gotcha. You have to be prepared to deal with wealth. Wealth comes with a whole lot. It's not just about getting the money. It's knowing what to do with the money, because people get rich every day and go broke every day.
Gotcha.
Every day. So money is a tool. Money has an assignment. And if you don't handle it right, money makes you more what you already are. So whatever you are, it intensifies it.
Wow. So if you ain't good with money, you get a bunch of money, you're just gonna look you're gonna wreck up. You're gonna just wreck your life. You're gonna just have more money to wreck harder.
That's it. You're gonna wreck your life. You're gonna wreck your life. I remember, and I'm talking from experience. Mm-hmm. I made my first real money at 28, and I almost killed myself.
Really? Tell me about that, man. So you were 28, you made a bunch of money at 28, and you say you almost killed yourself.
I had a good wife, a great wife.
Okay.
But like they say, money in the wrong hands, right? I thought I needed another one over here on this side of town. I thought I needed all these cars. I thought I needed 2 houses in the same city. Just all the foolishness that go with being immature and not knowing what to do with money.
Wow.
So too much access, too young, too soon.
Wow.
Yeah, too much access.
So since you lost, I mean, I ain't gonna say you lost all of that.
Oh yeah, no.
You did?
Everything.
You lost everything.
Wife, houses.
So you lost
cars,
your wife, your 2 houses, all the cars you owned. You lost everything.
Everything.
That's got to be a very humbling experience. Walk me through when you realize, like, I had a bunch of money, I had a lot of success, and all of a sudden I don't have anything. Walk me through that process.
When you're back at your parents' house,
ooh,
and you came from having houses, and all the people who you thought loved you, when it's all gone, ain't nobody there but you.
Wow.
There's nobody there. I mean, your family, your mama ride, they're gonna ride with you too, regardless, because they were there before it all happened. But the damage was, and guess what? I actually, when I think about it, I don't regret it, because it was a lesson for me to be able to show and teach other people, like, hey, listen, man, you need to be prepared for that success, because it's a lot come with it. It's a whole lot come with it.
What's the first big thing that, if you were speaking to someone right now and they on the verge of success, like literally, because a lot of people are trading their way into millions, right? Yeah. So maybe they figured out how to invest in stocks in a way where they've benefited from the growth of that, and now they got a couple $1 million in the bank. What would you say to them right when this is about to happen, like to prepare them? I
would tell them to prepare. To be prepared to stay wealthy. They have there's a book by Bill and Will Bonner called Building Wealth for 100 Years. Study those structures. Study the Rockefeller structures. Study their structure, the way they structured. Those people are still wealthy for a reason. They're structured properly. See, a lot of people of color, because we came from nothing and it took us so long to get here, the first thing we think is, I'm gonna go buy a bunch of cars. Mm-hmm. Cars is the worst investment you can make, unless you're buying classic cars. That's the only thing that have an asset. Everything else you need to lease. Lease it 2 years, send it back. A house, you need to buy some land, you need to own the mineral rights, you need to build it from the ground up.
Wow.
You need to own it. Not pay $6 million and move in no neighborhood. That's ridiculous.
Okay. So you're a really wise guy, man. We got to hang out, man. I'm gonna have to hang out with you. I got to bring Kayla with me, man. We're gonna have to go ride with you, go see how you living, and kind of do one of them what they call like our own version of MTV Cribs.
Y'all come a day in the life, yo.
I think we need to do that, man. We need to come out there and do that. Let's make that happen.
MTV Cribs is here.
We're gonna make that happen.
Because I really believe that we can learn a lot from you, because, man, you're so unassuming, man. Like when I've really followed you since our first interview, and you just unassuming. And I had this conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and I said, and a lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but I got to say it. Mm-hmm. when it comes to investing in stocks and investing in companies, there's somebody, I don't know who that somebody is. I don't want to blame anybody, but they don't want you to know about these valuable people who are smart enough to make it through all the challenges that come with trying to be a successful CEO. For example, Urban One, Kathy Hughes. She's an African-American woman.
She is.
She's worth a lot of money. But let's not talk about the money. You don't see her throwing money and making it rain online. But she owns radio stations in all the major cities, a TV network, and is about to be the first African-American owned casino in Richmond, Virginia. But this stock was $1 a share for long periods of time, could barely get over $3. And in my mind, how can you devalue a Black woman willing to sleep at a radio station who ended up owning a radio station in Los Angeles, California? How could that not be an investment that someone should want? How do we miss that? If you look at her Twitter account right now, she has less than 7,000 people following on Twitter. And this woman is not only historic, but changed the game of media for urban America. So I asked the question, and I want you to talk to me about it because I feel that you're that same person. Here you are. You've gotten in the game, and you're not playing games. Like, you know, some people go into the OTC market, take over a shell company just to trick people. Right? Yeah. They gonna run the score up, take a bunch of money. It's never gonna go back up. You're not that guy.
You know, there's a thing called character and integrity, number one. Number two, back to the Kathy Hughes situation. We don't know who we are as a people. We don't value each other. It's really, nobody can stop us but us. We're that powerful, but we have to want to see each other win and stop. Like, they put their pants on like we put our pants on.
Yeah.
God say he's no respecter of persons. We all on the same playing field. I don't care about the phone. Yeah, even though you say talk about their 400 years head start, I guarantee you that's some stuff I got access to, ideas right now. I can pass them up in 10 years' time.
Wow.
It's because it's here. Think about the 1%. The 1% doesn't care. They don't care about your color. They care about the way you think. They all think the same. They move the same way. They don't want you around them if you don't think like they think and believe like they believe. They don't want that doubt or your energy to get on them. So that's why they stay to themselves. Or they rock with just the 1%. They don't rock outside their circle. See, and what we got this thing is, I told somebody yesterday, we want to save I was talking to my partner Jamal in Dubai. He had this idea, got a great idea to build up, to increase wealth for people of color. I said, listen, what you got to stop doing, first of all. You got to stop saying people of color. You got to stop saying, because what you're doing is you're working inside of a box. You got to get outside of that box and work with people to see your same vision. I don't care about your color. Do you see my vision?
Yeah.
Let's go this way. Because see, everybody ain't going. Everybody not going to get it.
Yeah. Like
you said, Kathy Hughes, she should have millions of followers on there. She should have millions of followers. She just should.
Absolutely.
She should have millions of followers. But we sitting around playing around, just joke. We have so many distractions on foolishness. Our people are attracted to foolishness. Why everybody getting wealthy? They over there shaking. One of my mentors say, y'all over there, he said, what he said, shaking and faking y'all way back into slavery.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. So here's the thing. So what can we do? Like, let me talk to you. Look, I'm gonna show you some things at your company, CANL, what you've done. You've taken this dormant company and literally, I'm looking at the website right now. Black Eye Distilling Company. You telling me you got vodka now?
Yeah. Vodka, bourbon, and gin.
You try to do like Jay-Z and them, man.
Well, you know what? I thank God for my brothers for what they've done. Huff, Jay, all of them. Prince, who else? Ross, 50. Oh, I love what they've done. I love the blueprint that the way, you know, since they've shown they paid the way.
Yeah.
They paid the way for us to kick the door in a lot of arenas and a lot of areas.
Wow. Let me ask you something. That's big business. People like to drink, man.
People gonna be drinking till we even come, to the end of time.
And now you got something called Black Eyed Vodka.
Black Eyed
Now,
Vodka.
I know you can't just talk through everything just yet because y'all ain't fully out there the way you want to be. But how this kind of thing happened, man? Because that's huge. You know, when I'm thinking about like if I was like 29 years old and I was thinking to myself, a vodka company. In my mind, I might be thinking like, I believe it's possible, but who do I talk to? How do I find that person who can help me find a vodka company that I can call my own?
Man, my business partner, Matthew Dearman, called me and said, he said, man, they got a company for sale. So what kind of company? He says a distillery. I said, where is it? He told me where it was. I said, let's go see it. We went to see it. And it's some older guys, Caucasian guys who owned it, original founders. And I mean, when I say they did a great job with the branding, they did a great job, but they took it as far as they could take it. And they was like, we understand that this is, you got to be entertainment into that arena to push it, and we just don't want to deal with it. We don't. So it was a blessing. So I saw the whole vision. I could see it. When I went to see it, I was like, oh, this means something. The whole name, it all means something.
Wow.
Now think about this right here now.
Come on now. You're getting me excited, man. I'm trying to keep my composure now. I'm trying to be a good host.
Think about this right here. The name of the distillery is Black Eye. Guess what the name of the farms is?
What's the name of the farm?
Black House.
What?
Black House.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. You got big visions with this company, huh?
I'm gonna tell you like 50 said, if I can't do it, it can't be done. I feel just like that. Okay, we can't do it, it can't be done. We can do anything.
You know, a lot of people tend to say that the influence of the culture, it comes from folks like you and me.
We are the culture. We are the culture globally. We are the culture. Around the world, on the whole planet, we the culture. Everybody move off what we wear, what we do, how we move, what we say, how we rap, what we see, they move, yeah. That's why people use us to sell their products.
Gotcha.
We the culture. We fly. We cool. We just got to find a way to bridge it together where I think I told you last time, in the market, like last year, they gave away all this money, right? It was shocking to me that in all the major cities that you couldn't find 100,000 of us to put $100 together in a pot, which is $10 million.
Wow.
In every major city. That's a hedge fund right there. Why are we still walking on $100? That means you can work at McDonald's and participate. And we're walking around still talking about the white man, the black man. Listen, man, this ain't about black and white.
So what do you want people, just no matter, because your hat you got on say CB, that stands for Colorblind USA, because that's your clothing line, your brand, and you talk about that quite a bit. But what do you say to people like, this is really what I want my company to do? And since anybody could invest in CANL Labs, anybody can literally go online, buy some shares.
Yes, they can.
What is it that you wanting CANL Labs to represent for people?
That this is a company for humans, for the human race. It's not a company. I'm never gonna put myself inside of a box and say this is a black company, a white company. This is a company. We are the only culture of people. Think about it. We're one of them that we'll call out. We'll say, oh, this is a black company. Just picture Walmart saying this is a white company. We know who started Walmart. But just picture Walmart saying that. Yeah. Take yourself outside the box. If you got a good service or a product, sell a product to the people. I don't care who buy it, what color you are. It's about the product and the services. It's not about the color. That's what colorblind stands for. That's what it represents.
Wow. So if people want to invest in that message alone, CANL Labs is the perfect company to invest in.
Perfect. Hey,
What do you say to doubters, to people that say, yeah, you're
Oh,
trading
I
under
look.
20 cents right now and it's not moving. What would you say to doubters? That's not going to ever be $2. It's never going to be $3. What do you say?
Keep watching. Just keep watching. I tell you, just keep watching. Hey, look, they gotta go back to remember. They gotta go back to where Walmart started. You gotta go back to where they started. You got a lot of those people who are Fortune 100, Fortune 500. You gotta go back to where they started. They just started at $1, $10, $5. They started somewhere. Just start somewhere. Just get started. Because the way I look at it right now is, I'm expecting for me to take it as far as I can take it. And for my children to take it as far as they can take it. And for their children to take it as far as they can take it. I'm just the catalyst that got it started. I'm just the vessel that got it started.
What I like is you talking about your children's children, man. You talk about, because most men, but I want to talk about men for a second, just especially young men, like men between 25 and 35, those young guys, and they got babies. They look at their babies, man. They don't get a chance to spend a lot of time at home with their kids because they're working to keep the bills paid. And they pick their kids up from school. If the mom doesn't do it, they might spend a little time to put them to sleep, but they're tired themselves. They try to eat dinner and they go to bed. How they want to do that too. They want their kids not to have to work as hard as them. They want them to be able to spend time with their children, a lot more time. Freedom.
You know what I would say to every young man and young woman? Get there first. Get situated first before you even start bringing kids into the earth. Get that first. Yeah. Get yourself together first. Because life don't have to be hard. We make it hard. By the moves we make moves too early. Like we jump up, I'm ready to be a husband, man. That's a tall order.
Yeah.
That's a tall order. Because there's 4 things you must do. Be able to pray, please, protect, and provide. If we miss one of them things, we done already. Oh, the battle is a battle. It's a battle. So do it in order. Take your time. Get there. Do it in order. So you can sleep at night. I told somebody one thing I learned about losing everything. This time around, like just say a mortgage. I will never do a mortgage. Oh no! If I can't pay cash for it, I'm not gonna buy it. No, buddy. No, I'm good.
Speaking of mortgages, you say you lost some houses. Did you get those houses back?
Not one of them. Now, 2 of them, and I was able to. You know what? But it's crazy. The most valuable house, 2 houses that I own, they came on the market again, and I knew a lady on the big graphic company out here. She bought it, and she said, "You want to buy it?" I said, "Nah, I'm on to something else." Those memories in the past. I'm on to something else. I don't want that again. I don't want that again. Get up past that. I'm on to something else.
Yeah. What do you value more now? What do you value more at this stage in your life? Because I mean, you're a CEO of a publicly traded company. You are unique. That's unique. I don't want to undervalue that. People overlook that. You can't find a whole lot of Black CEO companies, period, anywhere publicly. So what's different now about you today?
The family is everything. Family over everything.
Family over everything.
Family is the most priceless thing we have. And that is one of the things when we talk about our people, we got to get back to valuing family. We got to value family because that's what it's about. Even getting all the wealth and building these great brands, it's still about family.
What do you say to a father who works a lot and doesn't spend a whole lot of time with his kids? But he says, you get to go to this school. You get to wear those new Jordans. You driving this nice car and you ain't but 16. I know I don't spend a lot of time, but daddy loves you. What would you say to that father who's doing that?
I tip my hat to him because he's doing what he has to do. And we make it look easy when it's so hard. And we don't get enough credit as men. Because you hear people talk about the bad fathers, but you never talk about the good fathers. People, he didn't do it. What about the ones who are doing it? What about the ones who are providing? What about the ones who are there? We get enough credit. Like, you think about us. Think about our grandfathers. To us, it's like they worked and died.
Yeah.
I was determined, like, no. Work, died, bought all that stuff. When they passed on, people didn't appreciate it. They lost it. Land was taken. All kind of different things. These men worked all their lives. Worked till they died. They worked, retired, and died.
Wow.
No.
Listen, man, we are almost out of time, but I know you got a big announcement that you want to make with the company, and tell us what you would tell me this big announcement that you got with CANL.
Big announcement is we have one farm that we just acquired, 45 acres. We got another one we're going to acquire this week, and we have a major music partnership deal that's underway. That's going to be record breaking. Let's go.
So y'all finna do a major music partnership? Are you talking like Spotify type stuff? Like big on that level?
On that level.
Wow.
Yeah. Talking about something that they've never seen before. We're gonna do something they heard about it. And there's been some great partnership music deals done, but not like this one.
Okay. Hey man, I can't wait. I can't wait till y'all go ahead and make it publicly known. But but hey, you out there, they can go to the website. What's the website?
It's www.canlabs.net.
All right.
Canlabs.net.
And if they want to wear that fly hat you got on and get on some of that apparel, man, what they need to go to get that?
They can go to colorblindUSA.com, or they can go to Colorblind USA Inc. on IG and DM me. And I overnight it to them. I can get them whatever color they want, whatever size. Hey, let me know the size. And
you're going to laugh at me when I say this, but, they was messing with Kwame Brown for almost all them years. So he was a bust. They called him the bust of the NBA because he was drafted number one straight out of high school. And he ain't said nothing to nobody. Well, he started talking now. And I've started listening to him a little bit because the guy kind of smart, to be honest with you. I like this guy. Smart. And Kwame would love a guy like you. Kwame would love a guy like you. He likes the kind of guy you are. He feels that you're the kind of guy that not enough people put spotlights on. And so I just want to say, the Lynchpin Bunch Inc., we're glad we found you. We thank God for that, because people need to be able to go back one day and play this video and say, they were trying to tell us about this guy back then. How we miss him? How do we miss it? But people do that because they were too busy doing what? Like you said, shaking in the clubs.
Just finger popping. Finger popping away back in this place, just playing games while other people sitting in the master-nade. Listen, they getting wealthy, making millions a day. And we're around here talking about, we're still having slavery conversations. Man, listen, it's a new day out here. We have access to everything. And nobody don't have no gun on you saying, don't pick up a book, don't go to school, don't read, don't learn. Nobody don't have, listen, you got freedom to do what you need to do. In all of these universities that we have right now, especially in all these cities where I see a lot of madness going on from Houston to Atlanta, all those young black males need to be on somebody's college campus doing something, or in a trade school doing something. They need to get prepared. Because the switch finna happen.
I appreciate you, man. Listen, I enjoyed this conversation. I'm glad we got to really lay it out this time. We didn't get to do that in the beginning. CANL Inc., publicly traded. You can buy shares if you want. I'm not telling you to. I'm not a financial advisor. But I did put the person who's the CEO in front of you. You can judge it for yourself, and you can do the research. He seems like he know what he's trying to do here. So I'm like, y'all bet on Elon Musk. So hey, K-Mac waiting on it too. He might not fly to the moon, but he probably get you. He'll probably let you wear some colorblind up there on the moon. and smoke some of that. What's that stuff you got?
Hey, that good. You got that
Good. You can smoke that good on the moon.
That CANL, that's that good.
Hey, that wraps it up for a conversation with the CEO. Remember, hey, make sure you're learning. Make sure you're doing all you can to grow, because when you're not growing, you're dying.